Good morning, I'm Prajwal Prasad for Gravify News. Right now, I'm outside the Kantirva Stadium to walk for the walkathon, where if you walk for the child, you bring a smile on the child, hence by you're donating a part of your money, you're donating a part of your time, you're also donating a time where you can spend with the child and you can bring a smile, because a child's smile means a lot. So right now, we'll just go inside the Kantirva Stadium, we'll see what's happening.
One notebook, sponsors करेंगे मक्कले कि मोर
walk for a cause. What a wonderful day today is! A child to get a smile.
ಇವರು ಮಾತಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ಎಷ್ಟು
The most wonderful moment of the day.
ಅವರು ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಯಾರು 1 लाख ಮುಗಿಸಿದಾರೋ ಅವ್ರಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಒಂದು ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ.
Second with violence, a third with abuse, a fourth with my soul. And can we walk more for these kids? Wow! Wonderful! Sing Kannada.
Translated into Kannada and by the Honorable Minister here in front of all of you, it's been released, and now we want
ಇಂದಿನ ರೇನ್ಬೋ ಹೋಮ್ಸ್ ಇದರ ಆಶ್ರಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅನೇಕ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ಇವತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗಾಗಿ ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ಅವರ ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಸದಾಕಾಲ ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಬಹಳ ಸಂತೋಷದ ಕೆಲಸ. ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಈ ದೇಶದ ಭವಿಷ್ಯವನ್ನು ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಮಾಡುವಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂಲ ಧಾತುಗಳಾಗಿ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ಶಕ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಇಂತಹ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಸೌಲಭ್ಯಗಳ ಕೊರತೆಯಿಂದಾಗಿ ಕುಟುಂಬದ ಆಸರೆಗಳಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಬದುಕು ಅನರ್ಥವಾಗಬೇಕಾದಂತಹ ಕಾಲಘಟ್ಟಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತಹ ಅನರ್ಥತೆಗೆ ದಾರಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಆ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ಸಂರಕ್ಷಿಸುವಂತಹ ಜೀವನದ ಮೌಲ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಆ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡುವುದರ ಮೂಲಕವಾಗಿ ನಾವಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹಸ್ತವನ್ನು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಚಾಚಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ಸಂರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡಿಸುವುದು ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯ ಸಂಗತಿ.
ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ವಿಶೇಷತೆಗಳಿವೆ ರೇನ್ಬೋ ಹೋಮ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. और you would be pledging yourself for 30 hours of volunteering.
I would request Kripa Alva to please come on the stage here.
Gravify News at Kantirava Stadium. I came here to take a walk. I stood for change. You all stand for change. Right now I have Miss Purnima with me because she was the one who found this unique cause to walk for a child, to donate for a child, to bring a smile on the child's face. So let's listen to this unique idea of what all this event was about.
Okay, this event was about showing solidarity to the children who are from the streets and are homeless, basically the destitute children who are suffering from different types of vulnerabilities. Especially we did this walkathon for girl children on the street. So the program for girl children on the streets from our foundation is called Rainbow Homes. So this walkathon is to show solidarity that even the society is with all of you people, and we have to share the responsibility of these children. To show that, we did a walkathon and we invited the public to participate in this event.
Okay. Do you think that the turnout was good?
The turnout was, since it was a first program, I think it could have been improved, but we felt that our efforts did give the fruits.
Okay. It was encouraging to see so many people on a Saturday morning coming early, leaving their cozy beds, because this is one day where they get to recline on the beds and then just take a nap. So what we would like to ask about is the child protection policy, which the Minister of Women and Child Welfare released. That was the child protection policy. Are these rules and regulations and these mandate laid out by the government, or is this what Rainbow Foundation Homes has come up with?
See, actually the child protection policy which we released now is the child protection policy of the Rainbow Homes, but it is done on the lines of the government child protection policy, taking into consideration the rules, child rights and the protection measures that government has already framed on the child rights. So even government of Karnataka is also revising the CPP now. But every shelter and protection home has to have a child protection policy. That is a mandate from the government. So we have made it very well defined, and through this we are ensuring that our children are very safe and secure with us.
Were there any improvements or changes made to this policy apart from the government, whatever the mandate had? Were there any special features that was brought by the Rainbow Home Foundation?
Actually, the government one is very elaborate, and it caters to a broader range of children. But we deal with the street children, so we have minimized it to accommodate the street children and their vulnerabilities and their abuse.
Okay. So it is basically a summary or just a brief about what the whole child policy is, so that it is very easier for the children and also the others to follow it.
Yes, and the unique thing is that non-negotiable principles, which even the government doesn't have this, but we have the non-negotiable principles which are very well defined in the child protection policy. For example, we can't ask a child to leave the home for whatsoever reason. We can't beat a child. We can't scold a child. We can't abuse a child in any form, like physical or mental or psychological. So these are our non-negotiable principles. So which are not well defined in other, I don't know, as per my knowledge, in the government CPP. But abuse is defined, but not to leave the home and to respect the child and give a voice to the child in the running of the home. I don't think it is in any institution this kind of a democracy is given and the child's voices are heard.
Bengaluru, where else are you placed? I mean, where is the...
We are working in 7 metros all over India. Like we are based in Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Patna, Hyderabad, Bangalore and Pune.
Okay.
It is actually, our program is not about having a parent or not having a parent. It is for the children on the street and off the street who are into multiple vulnerabilities. We want to secure the rights of the child and we want to protect the child so that the child can live in a friendly environment and get the overall inputs for her growth. So this is our idea. It is not about poverty, it is not about orphans. Any child who is on the street and is vulnerable can be a child in our home.
So basically, how does the rehabilitation process goes on for these children? Because I've heard that, I just spoke to Sir. He just told that there is a rehabilitation process which we follow, so that we also have children who were working as sex workers. That is what we heard. So they would have faced lots of traumas in their lives. So how do you bring them out of those traumatic situations, and then they remember all those things? So how do you get to handle them?
Okay. this is a very sensitive question and it is a challenge for us also. But we have very well-trained counselors in our homes, and all the homes have their counselors. Some of them are residential and some of them we get from outside. So some of them we also do the referrals. So the child that needs professional counseling is sent to a referral, and the general counseling needs are met in the home. So we ensure that the child is out of the trauma, and the child is being followed up by our staff. Every 75 children, for every home which has 75 children, there are 14 staff. So we always maintain a ratio at least 1:10, so that every child can be cared for.
How many centers are there in Bangalore currently? The Rainbow Foundation Home, how many centers are there?
Okay, now we have 4 centers in Bangalore, especially for girl children, and 1 for boys. Yes. As per the rules also, we cannot put the boys and girls together in a residential facility.
And you know what is this? This is a cause, this is a change. And is there anything that you would want to appeal to the people of Bengaluru to come out, to stand for change? Because this is a very unique cause. So as Gayatri ma'am was telling, I just overheard her telling, where there is a will, there is a way. Correct? And also kindness keeps the world afloat. That is what we believe. And of late there's been loads and loads of negativity in the media. But let's concentrate on something positive and let's help Rainbow Foundation. One last appeal from you for the people of Bengaluru to the people of India. If you have anything, so they need to come and help, or whatever it is, you can just tell that through Gravify News.
Okay, only one thing is that the street children are not figured anywhere. There are programs for out of school children, programs for orphans, programs for child laborers, all such things are there. But exclusively for the street children, it's very difficult to define their vulnerability, but they will be very vulnerable. Even living with a stepmother or a stepfather, the child will have to go through a lot of mental trauma. So what are we doing for them? So there should be an attitudinal or behavioral change in the people also, that whenever they see somebody on the street, can have a deeper look into that and refer to people like us, or they can also help in opening such homes. These homes can be scaled up. It is not a job of one person. So it is a responsibility of society and the government also to see that no child is on the street and she gets whatever she deserves. The child rights are ensured. So we need to work in collaboration. More such homes shall open, and we are hopeful that in future we will also scale up our program so as to reach many more girl children. One of the surveys says that in Bangalore itself, every day more than 20 children land up on the street due to one or other reason. So we can imagine the amount of number of children that are coming on the street. So, I mean, where are they? They might be anywhere near us also, but we won't be knowing until and unless we get deeper into this issue.
I just had a thought right now in my mind, because Mr. Modi had a campaign called as Beti Bachao campaign. Okay, is this focused on the lines of it, or was this before this?
This was before. Actually, this program geared up in 2001 itself. So in Bangalore, it started before 4 years, but in Kolkata and Hyderabad, it started from there. And this was a model which is derived from Kolkata's Loreto Rainbow Homes. It was started by Sister Cyril of Loreto Convent, so who started rehabilitation of these girl children on the street, and that model was scaled up by Rainbow Foundation India. And it's a very old program actually. In Bangalore, it's a 4-year-old program.
There's a saying that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So take each step, because each step, each mile matters for these children, because they can put smiles on the faces of those children, and that smile means a lot, because these children are innocent. They're left on the streets. So care for them, do care for them. Please do stand for change. This is my humble pledge for the people of Bengaluru. This is Prajwal Prasad for Gravify News with cameraman Sunil. Thank you. अंग्रेजी पढ़ती किटपिट तू कर दी जिम्मे कोई नहीं साडी टिकटोरिया तू घंटी बिग बैन दी पूरा लंदन ठुमकदा ओ जदों नच पैन दी लट्टे दी चादर पत्ते हनीमून कर माया सामने लगदा है छोटा पलक माया
Now stay up to date on things around you. Yes, simply log on to gravifynews.com and know more about food, fashion, campus events, Indian culture, heritage, documentaries and much more. Visit gravifynews.com, your one-stop destination for all your news needs.